So I've reported a lot about the meltdowns that QAnon conspiracy theorists have been having since the election. Many of them have been quite epic. A lot of them have also been like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Donald Trump lied to me. What if there was never any Q to begin with? Yes, it turns out that the
dumps, big massive dumps
from Q were just that. Shit. And so, again, Joe Biden won the election. Donald Trump did not win the election. He did not, Joe Biden did not get arrested alongside of Hillary Clinton and the rest of the alleged satanic pedophiles in the so-called deep state. None of that happened. Nothing that Q said even come true because Q is not a real person. Q is just some anonymous shitposter on 8kun or 8chan. All right, and so it turns out that there's only so much copium a person can huff before it runs out, and they actually have to start accepting objective reality, at least to some point. And the time is here for one host of surprise, surprise, InfoWars. Take a look.
I've been a follower of this idea and this plan since day one for years, and I've had President Trump's back since day one and sacrificed a lot for it. Lots of family, friends, work, money, everything. But, we also have to be realistic at the same time and look at what the reality is that's in front of us today. And I, for one, am sick of just looking at clues and taking guesses and kind of following down a rabbit hole where it leads to nothing. And there's just a lot of broken promises that are not delivered. There is a lot of hopium that never gets fulfilled. Every time that this plan was supposed to happen, or Trump was supposedly playing 5D chess and supposedly setting traps or about to do this, at no point in the last 4 years has that trap ever been closed. Has the chess move ever been checkmated by Trump? None of these hopes and ideas have ever been fulfilled, not one. So a smart person looks at the evidence, looks at historical evidence, looks at a track record, and doesn't keep doing or wishing something that has no evidence for it being able to materialize.
5D chess, everybody. Donald Trump's playing 5D chess. I couldn't even imagine what kind of chess that would be. What kind of bra would they have to wear? I don't know what's going on. 5D chess. All right. Anyway, I know that went in a very bad place very quickly, and I denounce and reject that. And look, if you want to go and
masturbate all day long,
you can go ahead and do that, but we're going to move on from the 5D chest. Anyway, so going back to what she said in the beginning, how she's like, oh man, nobody believed more in Donald Trump than I did. And I lost family and relationships and friends, and I sacrificed so much. Oh my God. How sad. How sad is that? I mean, when you think about this, how many of these QAnon people were brainwashed, right? And then they're like, I gave up my family for this shit. I gave it up. I lost relationships. My kids think I'm crazy. Or, it's usually kids, because this is like something that's usually older Americans that are brainwashed into this stuff, these conspiracy theories. And so it's like they've lost everything. They've given up everything for this. For
dumps, big massive dumps.
I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. So it's sad. It's so sad when you think about it. Imagine giving up your family for Trump. And they have. And they really have. And I'm sorry to bring it down, because it is kind of it's supposed to be a bit of a fun story, like maybe even a positive story, because as some of you point out, that it's kind of based. Like she's like, oh my God, it turns out that you're actually supposed to, you know, pay attention and to facts. Now, in some of the parts of the video that I did cut out, you know, for time, she was like, look, I want nothing more than Joe Biden to be arrested. And for all the everybody for the, you know, to be arrested by the deep state and for Donald Trump to still be president. So understand that, yeah, she's still not a good person, generally, right? And she's still kind of the crazy people. But nonetheless, this is an actual admission of the realities of like, oh, it turns out this conspiracy theory that I believed in wholeheartedly for so long turned out to be complete and utter crap. It turns out that Donald Trump was just a moron the whole time and was not playing 5D chess. Who would have known? Nobody could have known that I have no idea what I'm talking about and that all I care about is when people talk about me. Yep. That's what it is. I mean, what else were they going to find out from this? That Hillary Clinton, it didn't actually eat infants for lunch? Or for, I'm sorry. Liberals don't go for lunch. They go for brunch, to be fair. So eating babies for brunch. Well, I mean, that's the B part of brunch, apparently. Or, you know, maybe they figured out that the moon isn't made of artisanal cheese. I mean, these are big revelations to Trump people, to some of these conspiracy theorists who also tend to believe that the earth is flat. Think about that. And their slogan is, of course, something like, we have a global network of flat earthers. Wait a minute. It doesn't make any sense. Wait. Or maybe, you know, that turns out that Republicans, and of course corporate Democrats, don't exactly represent the working class. And that a lot of politicians really don't either. So, I mean, there's that. But no, that's too highbrow. I need to bring it down here. There are too many high-level ideas. I'm going to need to put my brain, of course, in recovery mode from all these high-level ideas. But let's just start out with this, okay? The fact that there is no queue. And that the dumps or drops were just, again, shit, and nothing that they believe has been proven at all to be any sorts of real. Now, the thing about that, there is a big problem with that as well, and that is the whole problem with where do these people go next? What happens next? Okay, there is a group. There are millions of people that believe in QAnon. Now, where are they going? Well, unfortunately, it turns out that you're having far-right militias and other groups like that are recruiting them. And so that is a big problem here. That is something that we are going to have to, and I keep mentioning this every time I do a story like this, that we're going to have to deal with this problem for many, many years, for decades. This is not good because, I mean, we obviously, I think we need to stop these, you know, militias from being able to recruit people, you know, by, I don't know, trying to intervene and trying to, like, deprogram some of these people. I'm not sure how you can do that other than, of course, spreading the message that these are objective facts, who, whether you like them or not, they are objective facts, and they don't really care whether or not you believe them. Or, you know, they don't, as they always say, facts don't care about your feelings. And so, I don't know. I guess I just think letting them know that, hey, you got taken in. Here's the reality of the situation. And I think that may be a good starting point. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.